It's pretty amazing how we as humans just sort of naturally figure things out, right? We watch the world, we guess what might happen next, and then we act. It's like this built-in common sense. But what if? What if AI could get that same kind of deep intuitive grasp, not just of data, but, the world? So today, that's what we're diving into. Something that hints at exactly that. Meta AI's V by HEI2. Our mission, really, is to unpack what this open source self supervised world model actually means for AI's future. Sounds like a bit of a mouthful, I know, but the ideas behind how AI learns, well, they're pretty profound.
Yeah, exactly. And what's really interesting here, it's not just another small step. This feels like a fundamental shift in how AI learns.
Right.
It's moving much closer to, well, how we understand reality, how we interact with everything around us. Instead of just feeding it tons of labeled pictures, VJ2 is about the AI building its own model of the world, just by watching. Kind of like how a baby learns.
Okay, let's unpack that a bit.
Yeah.
You said self supervised. For a lot of us, that's still a bit murky. So, if it's self supervised, does that mean it just figures out patterns all on its own, no explicit instructions? How does it actually teach itself from just raw stuff?
Right. Basically, yes. Self-supervised means the AI kind of creates its own learning tasks. Think of it like this. Maybe it sees part of an image or a video with bits missing, and its job is to predict the missing parts. The JEPA part joint embedding predictive architecture, that's Meta-specific way of doing this. It learns these really rich internal representations by predicting, not just classifying. So it gets the underlying structure, the dynamics, all without needing humans to label everything first.
Wow. Okay, so it genuinely is teaching itself. That really changes the whole data labeling game. And then it uses
Yeah.
these self-supervised world models, you said, for understanding, prediction, and planning. What is a world model here? Is it like a little simulation running inside the AI's head?
That's actually a great way to think about it. Yeah. A world model is basically the AI's internal simulation, its representation of how the world works. Yeah. It's building its own map of reality, including maybe basic physics, common sense, cause and effect.
Huh?
And because VGP2 is self-supervised, it builds this by predicting what happens next or filling in gaps just from watching unlabeled video or images.
Mm.
This ability to understand, predict, plan based on its internal model, that's what allows for more, human-like reasoning. The AI doesn't just react, it anticipates. It gets that you push a ball, it'll probably roll. It helps it strategize in complex situations like maybe a robot figuring out how to move through a messy room without bumping into things it hasn't seen before.
Yeah, that's a massive leap from older AI, which needed those huge pre-labeled data sets for everything. So it develops its own sense of how things work. That sounds much more robust, more adaptable. And you also mentioned earlier, VGP2 is open source. What's the significance of that for everyone else working in AI?
Oh, that's huge. Really critical point. The fact Meta AI open sourced this, it's a game changer. It means researchers, developers, students, anyone really all over the world can get their hands on it. They can study it, build on it, tweak it. This kind of collaboration just massively speeds up progress for the whole field. You get faster innovation, people find new ways to use it, and it makes these powerful tools more accessible. It's about advancing together.
Right. It's fascinating, this idea of intuitive physics combined with an open framework. You can see the potential. Okay, so stepping back from the details for a moment, what's the biggest takeaway from all this for you listening?
Well, I think the core thing to grasp here is that Meta AI's VJP2 signals a really fundamental shift. AI moving beyond just recognizing patterns towards building a more genuine, intuitive understanding of the world, kind of like we do. It's about AI building its own internal picture of reality, learning by watching and predicting. And that really raises an important question, doesn't it? Something for you to mull over. What are the deeper implications when AI can genuinely grasp cause and effect, when it can predict future states, make plans within its own dynamic world model? How could that reshape, well, everything? Problem solving, decision making, even just how we interact with intelligent systems day to day, maybe sooner than we think.
Definitely some food for thought there. Keep pondering those possibilities. And we'll catch you on the next deep dive.